Hello there. So a quick update on the breaking news today that Fujitsu has suspended bidding for UK public contracts after the post office scandal. So thank you for your continued support on the petition. We are currently at 231,924 signatures, with Lynn, Elaine and Margaret signing in the last few minutes, so thank you for your continued support. We are now starting to get the first signs of progress towards the first demand of the petition to not give any new contracts to Fujitsu. Although it is worth saying that this is something that Fujitsu are voluntarily saying that they're not going to do. The government isn't saying that they aren't going to award them, so we do need you to continue signing and sharing the petition. This says Japanese company developed flawed software that led to 700 sub-postmasters being convicted. And if we read on, Fujitsu was suspended bidding for UK public contracts pending the conclusion of the public inquiry into the Post Office Horizon scandal. So it's essentially they're waiting to see what the Post Office inquiry, the ongoing statutory inquiry, says about them before they will bid for anything. Alex Burghardt, Cabinet Office Minister, told MPs that the government had on Thursday, so today, received a letter from the Japanese company voluntarily undertaking not to bid for government contracts. The commitment does not cover any extensions to existing contracts, according to government officials. Well, part of our demand too is, where possible, scrapping existing Fujitsu contracts and not providing them with further extensions. So there is still some further progress to make there. So keep signing and sharing as always. Okay. Fujitsu develops the flawed accounting software at the heart of the Horizon affair that resulted in more than 700 sub-postmasters being convicted of charges including theft, fraud and false accounting in cases brought by the Post Office between 1999 and 2015. So we need to ensure this never happens again, and they need to be a lot more transparent about what's happened, why it happened and how it'll never happen again and what they're putting in place before the public will have confidence in them again. The public inquiry into the scandal, which started taking evidence in May 2022, is at present hearing from Fujitsu staff, including senior executives. We have obviously heard from the Fujitsu Europe boss Paul Patterson earlier in the week, who apologised and said that they had a moral obligation to contribute towards the compensation bill, as well as we are expecting to hear from another Fujitsu director at the Post Office inquiry tomorrow. It is expected to conclude hearings this summer, but Sir Wyn Williams, the chair of the inquiry, has not yet set a date for publishing a final report. Well, I bet it's going to be a beastie of one with everything that's going through, and whether it finishes on time, who knows at the moment. Summer's a long time away still. Fujitsu's move followed growing pressure on the government to block the IT services company from bidding for public sector contracts as anger grew over the scandal, which led to one of the biggest miscarriages of justice in modern British history. The company said it had nothing further to add to the government statement about the decision to suspend bidding for public contracts. Now, if we go over and remind ourselves of this bit, Fujitsu's move followed growing pressure on the government to block the IT services company from bidding for public sector contracts as anger grew over the scandal. Well, the growing public anger is being shown through the signatories to this petition. This is the petition that they are talking about. This is the public outrage they are talking about. This is the pressure they are talking about, which has forced another move from Fujitsu, and we are continuing to call on the government to hold Fujitsu to account for the Post Office scandal. So never be afraid that your signature isn't being listened to. The more people that sign this, every extra person that signs this, the more pressure it puts on both Fujitsu and the government to take responsibility for their actions in the Post Office scandal. So thank you again for all your support. We end the day with some more positive news again along the long road to justice for all the sub-postmasters and their families affected by this scandal. Thanks for your support. Bye.